How the heck are you, everybody? I am Fastidious. In this video, we are talking about this scantily Chad chick behind me, Lust, Mrs. Titty Tassels herself. When is she coming back? She arrived on Valentine's Day on a very strong 10x banner, it used to be 10x, with her and Arrogance, as well as it being an exclusive, limited, whatever you want to call it, 250 summon guarantee for her. She, at the time, was a very, very good hero. I covered it extensively. Many content creators did as well. She immediately transformed many players' accounts, and especially their Guild Boss 1, which was the only Guild Boss at the time, those specific teams, those comps, those rosters, elevating teams to new heights. You know, people breaking through that 20K barrier, or for many, a 50K barrier on Blood. Very exciting. And then came Apocalypse 2, Apocalypse 1, Semra, Guild Boss 2, Titanic Ruins, right? And she has emerged as a top tier unit for that. If you get her A5, she's the #1 DPS in the entire game. She's really, really strong, really broken for it. So people have been clamoring for her to have a return. The Leak Boys covered it a lot. Destin covered it a lot. I touched on it very briefly a couple weeks after the fact, when the rumors, the mumblings, the murmurings, the mumblings about Lust were going out, where basically they were saying we're kind of in a pattern where it would make sense that she would be next. But we never had any hard evidence. We never had any hard information, nothing like that. And I kind of wanted to interrogate the matter. Even from the beginning, when it was first reported and people came straight to me, are you going to cover this? When is Lust coming? This at this point is like 6 weeks ago. I was like, I haven't seen anything that's actually like the normal leaks, like from the game file, hard information. It was all just very strong conjecture. Good conjecture. It was good powers of inference. It made sense, but there's no evidence. So I was always dubious. If you go back to the all upcoming banners video I posted at the beginning of August, the very last one I covered was Lust, and there was an enormous caveat being like, who the heck knows though? Because we still don't have anything hard, and we kind of have something hard now. No pun intended, but not the way you want it. Not the way you want it. That came out so wrong. We kind of have something concrete now, but disproving what people had hoped before. I'm going to get right to the point. Then I'll do a full deep dive where I go through messages with one of the head leakers or Akanshi, all the other information I have, and all my ideas, my takes. But the short version is, I sincerely do not think she's coming anytime soon. The absolute soonest she could come is October, end of October, something in conjunction with Halloween. Personally, I doubt it. I think she's coming. Maybe some surprise around Thanksgiving, Christmas. Again, it feels unlikely. It easily could be next Valentine's Day. They just do a full 1 year wait rerun. I know that's disappointing. That's the gist. The gist is she's not coming anytime soon. At the soonest, it would be 5.5, 6 weeks. I think it's going to be longer. Let's get into it.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
Alrighty guys, alright my friends, so I do have screenshots from my conversations with Rokanshi. We'll go over that in just 1 second. I do want to say I tried something new with this video because I actually have 3 videos that were all prepped and just needed to be filmed, and I kind of want to empower you guys, the viewers, to help me decide which one we did today. The other 2 will come out in the next 2 days. Basically, I made a poll. It looks like we had 455 votes on it, 24 likes, one of which is from this guy trying to get that algo grease going. And yeah, I mean, almost half a thousand people. That's kind of cool. And it's nice to get the input. You can see a pretty overwhelming plurality. A near majority of people wanted me to cover Lust, so that is what we shall do. If you guys like me putting things up to vote like this, and if you enjoyed that experience and you want me to do it more in the future, certainly do let me know. I don't mind at all. It's not going to be all the time that I basically have 3 fully prepped videos. 2 of these were already filmed. The Lust one's the only one I hadn't filmed, but it was fully prepped. So if you do want me to do that when the situation does arise, when it does call for it, and it is an option for me to, put the decision to you guys, put it up for a vote, I'm more than happy to do so. Let me know what you think in the comments. But we're talking about Lust, so let's go into this conversation with Rokanshi. Basically, I reached out to him at this point just over a week ago, thinking I'd be releasing the video the next day. Obviously, life finds a way. It's slightly delayed now, but I am getting to it. And there kind of was no rush because I do not think she's coming that soon. And I kind of posited that question to him. I want to interrogate him about it. He was super duper open. He said I could share all of these messages, so I shall do that right now. But the gist is that we have nothing showing that she's coming soon. Basically, I said, this was on August the 30th, so the very end of last month, We said hi at the beginning. I call that stuff out. I said, I'm filming a video about the Lust banner tomorrow since people won't stop asking me and mentioning it. That is very true. Do you have any info besides a hunch or just it fitting the pattern? Because kind of at that, we had seen a recent development where we'd get like new hero limited and then rerun of an old one, right? That's what happened when we got Reeve, and then we took a minute, and then we got Falsia. So then I think this is kind of where the conjecture came from. And I said, my guess is with Karigi. I now know it's Kagiri. I'm not going to butcher that name anymore. With him coming up next, and that is confirmed. We're still waiting on 100% confirmation that it is not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. That's what we think it is, the weekend of September 20th. But without a doubt, in September, we are getting 15x on Kagiri, 250 exclusive hero rate up, guaranteed if you have the 250. That is confirmed to be coming. He is next, right? So I said, with him coming next, Lust is at best, and this is in my opinion, 2 limiteds from now, 2 exclusive 250 guaranteeds from now. And I said, at worst, next Valentine's. So he answered, at the moment, another limited hero is already booked for September, and that is Kagiri. He said it right. He said, then I think there's a Halloween event, and then Gwendolyn. I said, so sounds like I'm right. Just want to make sure that I'm not missing any details before I film. And he said, I think so. They won't launch 2 limited editions again. I think it was a one-time promotion. He's talking about around the anniversary where we kind of got like boom, exclusive limited, boom, exclusive limited with first Dahlia. And then it was like 2 or 3 short weeks later, Honora. So like 2 in 1 month. That really felt like a unique anniversary thing. Honora and Yumerit, this was like folded into this giant anniversary celebration. And maybe that's part of the reason why we've had like this long hangover drought of without any fresh limited 250 banners. It also could be because, they're running into a lot of trouble. The game's running into a lot of trouble with the App Store. I said, yes, totally. I said, can I share specifically what you wrote to me here? Would you like to remain vague or more anonymous? Totally up to you. Let's go to screenshot number 2. He said, you can show me. I just once made a mistake about Lust that should be the next limited hero. I'd like to apologize for that. He said he did want to share this. I do not think an apology is necessary. He was just making a really good guess. And based on all the patterns we've been seeing, it seemed likely. I think even I went back right just now today and rewatched Destin talking about it to see if I felt like he had kind of misconstrued it. I really don't think he did. He was excited, he was hopeful, but he never said it was hard fact either. I think in the future, everyone involved in leaks or leak adjacent like me probably should be very clear when something is not hard confirmed and it is just a good guess, because I think that's what this was. But yeah, as it stands, it seems like the developers confused him with the layouts and the blanks, so he was wrong. Again, I don't think he needs to take this personal. Brokanchi's done as much as anyone for all of us to keep us informed, a true hero of the community. He said, at the moment, I see a completely finished Black Blade Chronicles event. That is referring to the Kagiri event. There's going to be a whole event based around the Kagiri celebration week or weekend, whatever it will be. And then with it already is coming a limited summon for Kagiri. He said, before this, there's going to be the Tallulah, Arrogance, Avalon, Azoth, Idril thing, which we are going to talk about. It seems like that might actually be delayed. And he said, the Blackblade Chronicles event will include limited summons of Kagiri, Esme, and then also that crazy 2x by 15x we discussed with Beelzebub, Bubba, whatever you want to call him, Lucius, Razak, and then the Epics. I said, slightly unclear that you made a mistake. Can I show this message and quote you? Should I just paraphrase, keep it anonymous? He said, show the message. I said, will do. And yeah, I guess if anyone wants to I know it will make him happy, just thank Rokanchi in the comments for all he does. This is the only L he's ever taken. And in my opinion, it's not really even an L. I think things just kind of got miscommunicated. There was a hopeful optimism that he had a good hunch, a good guess. He kind of was following the breadcrumbs, but he never said it was hard confirmed. Destin never said it was hard confirmed. This guy right here, I definitely never said it was hard confirmed. I think so many of us just want Lust or want Lust dupes to get that A5 Lust or get the A1 at least. People are getting so excited, getting ahead of themselves. We're very, it was wish casting, right? It was hopium or whatever the kids are calling it these days. You get it, right? So that's kind of where things stand. So before I give a full forecast on how I think my hunch, and again, this is a hard hunch, but how I think this is going to play out, sorry to, throw water on this fire and be kind of like the old fart bearer of bad news. Before that, I do want to talk about what we've seen now in the event notice. It does seem like they want to run Lizard Day again, which to me, this is happening, right? It is an event notice. They're calling it the Flame Scale Frenzy. This was supposed to happen at the beginning of August, the second week of August. This was supposed to come when that old August 12th update that got so delayed was supposed to come. This was supposed to be in that patch. There's going to be an event. We get scrolls. We get this exhibition thing. Lots of freebies, right? And then there's supposed to be this over here. It's a rate up on Salazar, Farsi, and Trusk. And it's a 2x by 15x. And this is what we thought it would be back in the day before all the delays in the update. But it's very curious to be doing this now because we literally did just have a rate up on Farsi, what, 3 weeks ago? Maybe it was 4 weeks ago, but very, very recently. Trust me, I know. I pulled 2 Farsi. It was really exciting, that Farsi Hex banner. So this kind of throws a wrench in everything. And I know people are already being like, look, the leak boys were wrong. Everything is always just evidence of game file stuff and then conjecture. There's so often the guesses are right that I think some people think leaks are facts. They really, really aren't. And this does kind of prove it. To me, none of this shakes off what I think is coming with Kagiri. I'll tell you right now, of course, I'll cover this later in the week. Do not summon on this unless like you need Farsi or need Trust or need Salazar for some reason. Do not. There's no doubt in my mind way more is coming. We already have the artwork for Razak, Lucius, and Beelzebub. Bubba, that's gonna be a lot more fun for a lot of people unless you desperately need a couple of these. Really, it's like, do you need Farsi for Guild Boss 2? And without a doubt, for anyone low spender all the way down to free to play, Kagiri's coming. Like guaranteed within 3 weeks of seeing this video, very likely within a week and a half. Like Kagiri is very likely coming a week from Friday. Worst case, 2 weeks from Friday. Sincerely. So this shouldn't be like just ignore every Destin video, ignore the leak boys. I almost kind of feel the opposite. I'd say watch them even more attentively. Give them even more, of your focus, because you should take in the information, but certainly don't, at least for now, we're not holding any of this as fact. And I really don't think any of it is being presented that way. At least, I don't think so. So I did want to address that because I've seen a lot of those comments. Let's zoom out and let's do this, right? Let's throw on that gorgeous Lust cinematic and let me wrap this up with my specific thoughts. I don't think she's coming anytime soon. Okay, so guaranteed the next exclusive 250 guaranteed is Kagiri, okay? And it's gonna be awesome. And almost every single player in the entire realm should summon for him, especially if you've got that 250 to make it a guarantee. After that, without a doubt, is going to be like the Falsia window. That's when they did Falsia, which was our second. It's not going to be Falsia. I promise you, it's not going to be Falsia. That would be insane. But it was like a week before Halloween of 2023. That was Halloween festivities time, and we got our second ever exclusive 250 limited guaranteed rate up. The original was Reeve, and then we got Falsia. That window, for sure, they're going to run a new banner. Could it be Lust? Totally. It totally could, right? She's like nightmare-y. She even has some orange and black in here. Has a Halloween vibe. Do I think it will be? Hard no. I really don't. I think it would be a loss in a money-making opportunity to not come out with something brand new. That's just my take. That's not based on anything, except for the fact that we don't see any new Lust banner or Lust Halloween event in the file, but it would be a little early for that. I think that would be like 2 updates from now, probably. That would come like the beginning of October update. And again, guys, all this update stuff is kind of in flux because of the issues with the App Store and these crazy, crazy delays. So I personally would be very surprised to see them do it for Halloween. For Christmas, it does seem as though they're already finding stuff in the game file for Gwendolyn. It's possible that could be 2022 Christmas Forerunner Gwendolyn stuff, or some unused 2023 Gwendolyn stuff, because she's gotten her special 250 treatment the last 2 Christmases. 2022, the game obviously wasn't global, but it was available on Forerunner, and then the first Christmas ever on global, we did get Gwendolyn. I think they will run Gwendolyn again. Could they run something else along with her, the way they did in Honora and Adalia very close? I think it's possible. I think they for how big a deal they made the anniversary, if I was them, and I hope that Evs, you are watching, if you want to make a lot of money, they should do that twice a year. Once for the anniversary, once for Christmas. It's like perfectly 6 months apart, basically. You've got beginning of July, you've got end of December. It's a really nice, I think, kind of balance to have like these 2 blowouts every year. So that's what I would do if I was them. So it could be another one. Again, though, I'd be pretty freaking shocked if it was Lust. Nothing about this blasphemy behind me looks like Christmas. I don't know whether you guys celebrate Christmas with your families. I go to Germany and celebrate with my girlfriend and her very German family. It looks nothing like this. So maybe if you're from hell, this is what your Christmas looks like. But I sincerely think this was a bad choice for a Christmas banner. So where does that leave us, right? Christmas, and then we have New Year's stuff. January is going to be a dead month. People are with their family, they're on vacation, they're on holidays, work, start of Q1. Things are going pretty slow, unfortunately. Probably not getting another limited until February. What happens in February? Valentine's Day. Lust and arrogance. I think it's really freaking likely. If I was them, if I was Moonton, I would run like two things. Like the way they did like Virna and Silas, and then they did Kineza and Salazar, then Lust and Arrogance. I would run Lust and Arrogance early and then have a new hot couple with a new limited introduced. You know, maybe Hex gets a girlfriend or something like this, or Leia gets a boyfriend. You get the gist. I'm just looking at heroes and saying names. But you get what I'm saying. That's what I would do if I was them. So get all the hype of Lust, everyone waiting, and then everyone's depleted, and then surprise, there's another 250. Yeah, we're gonna feel bad, but I mean, if they want to make money, I feel like that's a good plan. I'm gonna be surprised at this point if Lust does not come next Valentine's Day. It could be sooner, and I think I've articulated all those coulds. I'm just saying in my gut, that's what it feels like. So to zoom out, to recap, let's do one last beautiful cinematic. I'll make myself a little bigger for anyone that doesn't want to see all the craziness. To recap, the way I think it's going to go down, at the absolute earliest, she could be part of a Halloween event. So we're going to get Kagiri, and then the one after that, the exclusive 250 limited after that, will be Lust. Feels unlikely. Certainly it's possible. To me, that's the best non-Valentine's Day window. There could be any other time they choose to sprinkle her in. It'd be a great way to make money. I think Lust is still the most money besides maybe the anniversary they ever made. So it's certainly an option. But basically, if they don't go for that early October option, that kind of fit her into Halloween somehow option, I think anybody that wants her soon is SOL. So why am I making this video? Because people keep asking and I want to point them towards the video. That's number one. But number two, I keep seeing people saying like, I'm waiting for Lust. I'm waiting for Lust. And you should, but know that that wait is not the wait you think it was. Okay? Bit of a tongue twister there. I do not think that wait is going to end up being the month or 2 months or even 3 months you thought it was going to be. Sincerely, I do believe that wait is going to turn into something pretty substantial. I think it's going to be about 5 months from now. In my heart of hearts, that's what I think. The shortest the wait could be is about 6 weeks. The longest is going to be about, I don't even know what it is, 22 weeks. So buckle up, guys. Of course she's going to come back. Not rerunning her would be like a colossal mistake. The devs would never not rerun her, but I do not think it's going to be that soon. For those of you that really want her soon, I hope I'm wrong, but I'm just saying what I think. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this kind of video, definitely let me know in the comments. Give it a big thumbs up. Share with your mother. Subscribe. Notification bell. All that good stuff. I've been Fastidious. Feeling refreshed after a very good birthday party weekend. Moab is a really cool place. If you guys have never been to Arches National Park, I highly suggest you go there. It was my second time there. I'm definitely going to go back within the next couple months because it's a pretty short drive. Super cool stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.
Fastidious.